Welcome, Anew Health Solutions family. We are already in March. Spring is right around the corner. So today we're going to talk a little bit about spring cleaning, how we can clean out some things in the clutter from our lives to continue to build up the momentum for 2018. So Anew Health Solutions family, let's get started. When I talk about spring clean, I talk about spring, C-L-E-A-N. So when the springtime comes around, that's usually a time when we start cleaning out clutter, throwing things away, picking up old boxes that we have had for years and times, and we start going through things, giving things away to organizations and throwing things in the trash. So what is some of the things that you are doing to make sure that your life is continually spring clean? What are some things that you're doing to clean out the clutter in your life? So today we're going to talk about spring clean and some tips that you can do to make sure that your life is cleaned out and we're continually moving forward in 2018 to the things that we want to do for our lives. So let's get started. First thing to spring clean is to confront. What are some of the things that you have been holding on to? Or some things that you have, thought about that you need to do, but you haven't taken the initiative to move forward yet? What are some things that you have been procrastinating on and knowing that you need to get done, but you haven't taken that extra step to really move forward and say, okay, I'm going to deal with this today? What has been on your to-do list for a long time that you have not even touched yet? What are some things that are some people that you may have been avoiding that you may need to have some heart-to-heart conversations? What are some life goals that you have had, but you haven't taken that first step to move forward? I think about, even in my house, I have certain things, and I've had goals and dreams that I've wanted to work on, but I haven't taken that initiative yet to say, okay, what is it that's keeping me from actually addressing and moving forward? Is it my fear of failure? Is it my fear, that I won't be accepted? And sometimes people have a fear of, okay, well, what will happen if I actually succeed? Or what if I tell someone about it and they'll say, oh, they're not going to support my dreams? What is it that's really holding me back from moving with my dreams, going on to my destiny, trying to have that dream job that I would like to have? What is it that is keeping me from doing that? So what you have to do first is confront. And as you see, we have to confront those things that not only make us happy, but those things that make us feel uncomfortable as well. Because when you're wanting to go towards your destiny and your goals, you have to be able to move out of your comfort zone. Are you ready to really move out of your comfort zone and move on forward? Are you ready to really confront your goals and say, I'm going to work on it today? Are you going to take that initiative and that step to say, okay, I want to get my finances together, so today I'm going to save $1. Today I'm not going to go to Starbucks and I'm going to save that money. What is it that I'm going to do today to start confronting, to work towards my goals? What am I going to do today to start addressing some of those things that I have been holding up in the box in my mind? What are some of those things that has been in a box that that I thought has been addressed, but I'm still kind of dealing with those things. Things may be triggers for me. So what can I do to start confronting it today? Do I need to start journaling? Do I need to have, like I said, that conversation with that loved one or that coworker or, with that staff or supervisor that has been bothering me? What is it that I can do to start confronting to move forward. So then as we start confronting, we need to know that we need to let it go. Many of us have been holding on to unresolved issues, pains, and trials from years ago. Many of us have been holding on to things that we have been cherishing. And as I talked about, you in your comfort zone and you don't want to let go. And I think about when I was in school, I used to keep all my papers, my books, because I was like, okay, I might need this one day. So when I decided to go up in my attic, I was looking at things that I've had from high school, things, college papers that I've had, unnecessary stuff, now some things I was thinking, okay, I really do need to keep this, like my old tapes of when I was younger and all of that. But when I started looking at, I was like, okay, I have held on to a lot of things from high school, papers that were unnecessary that I didn't need. So I realized that, okay, I need to just throw this out and just let it go. Some people are, you look at that show called Hoarders and how they keep so much stuff because they are afraid to let go. They are afraid that if I do let this go, this is a piece of my life. And if I let go, what else I'm going to have, because it has become an identity for who I am. But what is it that you have been holding to that has been keeping you bound emotionally? What is it that you have been holding on to that has been keeping you bound on a physical level? Whether it be in my diet habits, or me being an emotional eater, or, me trying to restrict my eating because I'm afraid that if I do eat that too much, then I might gain too much weight. Or what is it that you have been holding on to that has been keeping you bound spiritually? We have to uncover, like I said, confront those things and be willing to let ourselves go and let those things go, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and saying, okay, I need to deal with this, but I also have to let go. I have to forgive that person who has hurt me from my past relationship so I can go on to a better relationship. I have to let go of my father and my mother who has hurt me, has called me and told me that I never amount to anything. And those thoughts are continually going on in my head when I'm trying to move on to the next job, because those thoughts and those negative thought processes are holding me back from moving forward. I need to let go of my friends who have abandoned me and I felt alone. So now it's hard for me to build up trust in relationships because people have broken my trust in the past. So I need to learn to let some of that go. I need to unleash some of that stuff and allow that vulnerability so healing can take place. Healing cannot take place if healing is what you want, but you're still holding on to the pain and the bruises. Healing is hard to take place if I'm still taking the scab and I'm still scratching at it when it's trying to heal. It's hard to be able to heal when I'm continually holding on and allowing those wounds to continually stay open. So I have to know that if I want to move on forward with my life, if I want to have a different life, if I had those New Year's resolutions and I said, okay, this year is going to be better, but now I have lost my momentum, I know that I have to let it go. Some things in my life are going to have to be put in the trash. Some friendships are going to have to be released. Some people I'm going to have to let go because I have to get to my destiny and my purpose. But my question to you is, how bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want to move forward? How bad do you really want your life to change? How bad do you really want to see your life different than it was before? When you've had those things that has been in your heart for a long time, when you've had those dreams that has been in your spirit for a long time, but you can't let go from your past, you can't let go of your habits, you can't let go of those things that has continually held you bound But I can't move forward when I continually have bags and chains that are holding me back. So what is it that I need to let go? Are you ready to let go? Are you ready to move on forward? Are you ready to release those things? Are you ready to cry your tears at night and knowing that, okay, I may be crying now, but I know that in my tears, I am sowing seeds of healing, that in my tears, I'm sowing seeds of growth, that in my tears and the little things that I'm moving forward to, that I am sowing seeds for growth, for better for my life, not only for me, but my family. I need to learn to let go. So once we have confronted, once we're ready to let go, then we can begin to embrace new possibilities. I love embracing new possibilities. Always bringing up something new. You know how we get something in our house and we're used to it being sitting in one place and you know, things like I said, you know, we've been holding on to. You know, just think about your day-to-day work activity. Just think about your week. You typically can judge and say, okay, well, this week, okay, Monday, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to come home. I'm going to cook. I'm going to clean. Tuesday, same thing. Wednesday, I may do a little something different. I may go out with my friends to go to happy hour. I may go to Bible study, or I may do something, you know, different, you know, maybe Wednesday. Thursday, you know, it's still the same thing. I got to get up. I got to go to work. You know, I got to do different, you know, do this, that, and the third. I got to go pick up Johnny from, you know, from soccer practice. I got to go pick up Katie, you know, from gymnastics. So this is my life. And then where do I have time to breathe for myself? I may catch, you know, some TV every now and again, maybe on Friday when I have my DVR set. So I'm going to catch up on all my shows on Fridays and Saturdays. And then on Sunday, we're going to do it all over again. Maybe I'm going to have Sunday as a rest day, or Sunday's going to be the day that I go to church. And I go to the same cycle over and over again, because as I said before, we're used to our comfort zone. And one thing that I was listening to Bishop Jakes one day, and he was talking about, you know, just moving out. And he was saying that basically, you know, try something new, drive a different way to work, you know, as opposed to going off exit 26, you know, go off exit 27, drive a new way to work, eat something different, try something new. This life that we have is nothing but a vapor. And this year I have seen a lot of people, young, people who are advanced age, to go on, and they have passed on. And one thing that I have learned is that life is so short. And a lot of times we'll say, okay, well, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll, you know, I know that I have this goal that I want to work on, but I'll work on this next year. I'll do this tomorrow. I do, and the thing that we have is time. Embrace new possibilities. Try something new. Take a new cooking class. You know, find time. You know, we find time to do what we think that is important. And then sometimes we have to think of, what is it that's important for me? What is it that's important for my family? If I can be at my 100%, then I can give my 100% to my family. What is it that I can try new to embrace the possibilities? What is it that I can do as I'm stepping out in my comfort zone? What new connections? We tend to stay in the same circle of friends that's like us, that talks like us. Get in a new circle that's talking about different things. Get in a circle that's talking about being financially free and talking about how they're going to have their finances together. I can't embrace new possibilities if I'm talking with my friend who is going shopping with me every weekend. I can't embrace new possibilities if I'm talking to the same friend that is working towards their goals, and we both are the ones who are procrastinators. I have to be around somebody and around people that are working, that are go-getters, that are motivators, that's going to help push me to my goal. I can't continually stay down at a place with chickens when I want to be an eagle. If I want to fly and I want to learn how to fly, I'm going to have to set myself in an atmosphere around people who are eagles. Embrace new people, embrace different cultures. No mission is impossible. Every mission is possible. I don't care what your finances are. I don't care what situation you are in. I don't care what you have to do. Take that next step to make your mission possible. Make your mission possible. Get out of your comfort zone. You seeing me here today is out of my comfort zone. I don't like talking in front of people. I could talk, in front of in groups and all that. But you get me in front of a camera, oh my gosh, it's so intimidating. But what I have learned is to get to that next level, you have to embrace new possibilities. You have to take yourself and expand your mind, expand your mind space to go to a next level that has already been destined for you. Don't continually think of yourself on a mindset of, I'll never get there. Or thinking on a mindset of, okay, well, what's going to happen? How they're going to talk about me? I don't have that many likes on social media. I feel alone walking on this journey, but walk your journey. You may feel like no one will support you. Do your thing. Be your own cheerleader. Don't wait for your mother. Don't wait for your boyfriend. Don't wait for your husband. Don't wait for your wife. Don't wait for your children to get out of school. Start working it now. As I said, how bad do you want it? Embrace new possibilities. Every mission is possible. But we have to work it. Work it. Like they say, work it. Work it out for you. Take that step. Embrace new things. Try new things. Take a walk during your break to clear your mind. Journal those thoughts and those dreams and those desires. Put up post-its of what I'm going to do, how I'm going to achieve, where I'm going. This is my destiny. I tell myself I'm going to be debt free. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm taking little steps of paying a little more on my mortgage when I have a little more money, taking steps of saving up money whenever I can, taking steps of cooking at home instead of going out to eat all the time, with my friends. Little steps that you can do to start changing your habits, embracing those new possibilities, trying new things. Everything does not have to cost. You could go take a hike somewhere, that could be free. Look at, different sites like Meetup, going and connecting with people that have those same goals and dreams and is going to drive you to embrace new possibilities. What is it that you can do to embrace different things? Okay, so once we've gotten there, we've confronted, we have let it go, we started embracing new possibilities, and the next thing is to adjust. I love this here because it says that change simply happens. I hear a lot of times, oh my gosh, I've lost my job. Oh my gosh, this has happened. Oh my gosh, the devil is busy. Oh my gosh, I thought this was going to work out this way. Oh my gosh, I thought that this was going to work and it didn't. I had this and it didn't work. I have had plenty of doors to close in my face. I'm a prime example. I am a witness. I have had 2 or 3 businesses that I have tried to start, ventures that I've tried to do. It didn't work. I've had to change jobs. I've had jobs wherein I was, working with clients out in the community, to working with clients in an office and doing different type of services, from partial hospitalization programs to working with children, and so many changes. And I remember when I went to my employer and they asked me, they said, can you deal with change? Oh, yes, I can deal with change. But then when things started changing up and they sending out too many emails and things are changing from year to year and sometimes every 3 months, and then if somebody comes in and they do an audit, okay, well, then you got to make another change. I was like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? Change is always going to happen. You have to learn to adjust and go with the flow. And if you are the same person, you know, a lot of times people are like, you know, I'm you know, you the same Michelle, you know, you the same girl you were, you know, that's a problem. Because if you're the same person that you were when you graduated from high school in 1999, if you're the same person that you are when you graduated from high school in 1979, yeah, your personality, man, you may still have that joyful personality. You may still have that person that can make everyone laugh, but you have to continually change and adjust with the flow. The world is constantly changing, going with the flow, not going against the changes in life and shutting down and saying, okay, I'm not going to move on forward, but continually moving forward and going on with the flow, going with the currents. I think about, you know, when people are boating and you see those people going through, you see the currents coming through and how they ride the waves. People who are surfers, they, you know, the waves come up and they go, you know, with the waves, and how they adjust to whatever's coming with the waves of the ocean. Things are going to happen. They're going to come. That's life. I would love to tell you that once you get older, problems are going to happen, that, you know, your car is not going to break down, that all the money that you had in your account, that it's not going to feel like it's going to be drained. I would love to tell you that your child is going to always be good and not cause you any problems. I would love to tell you that in your singleness, you're not going to have any times of loneliness. You're not going to have those times wherein you feel like giving up. I would love to tell you that in your marriage is going to be peaches and cream all times, and that your husband is going to be wonderful, that he's going to fix everything around the house, and that he's going to work and he's going to pay all the bills and you don't have to worry about anything. I would love to tell you that your wife is going to be excellent, that she is going to cook and have 3 meals a day, and that she is going to be that superwoman and going to have on her lingerie and her makeup on all the time, is going to be on her A game for you at all times. I would love to tell you that you will never have to take care of your mother and your father, that no sickness will ever come up against you or attack you, that you will never have to go to the doctor. I would love to say those things to you, and I continue to speak blessings over you, but life is going to happen. I would love to tell you that you're never going to lose friends, that people are not going to ever betray you, that person that you thought really loved you would never leave you. I would love to tell you those things, but life happens. Change simply happens. But as it said here, as you look at those words, it says looking inward, hear concerns, be aware, be curious, act wisely, go with the current in life, see beyond where you at now, adjust accordingly, move your life, adjusting. It happened, but it's not me. It happened to me, but it's not me. I may have been molested, but it's not me. I am not dirty. I may have been a prostitute, but that's not me. I may have been a drug dealer, but it's not me. I may have done things that weren't right, but it's not me. It has happened to me, but it's not me. Continuing to embrace those things, embrace the possibilities, adjust yourself accordingly. So once we have confronted, we have let things go, we have embraced new possibilities, we are adjusting, then we can start looking at our needs versus our wants. What is it that is a need in my life versus what is a want? This here is very important, because when we look at needs and wants, I am a shoe fanatic, okay? I love shoes. I can buy, I have lots of shoes, and I could continually buy shoes to go with one outfit, okay? But I learned, if I say I want to have my finances together, is it something that I really need, or is it something that I want? And I need to sometimes readjust my focus on more so of what I need as opposed to what I want. Let me go a little further. When you think about spring cleaning out of your house, like I said before, I was looking at papers I've had since high school, things that I've had since then. What to me was a need versus what was a want. When you start looking at those types of things, you could go either one way or you could go another way. You could go ahead and pursue those wants, or what is it that you truly need for your life? In that relationship, where you stand because it's comfortable and you feel like you need them, or do you really want them? Because my connection with this person is not good. My connection with this person causes me a lot of pain. My connection with this person gets me off my focus and my dreams. My connection with this person has caused a lot of triggers for me in my past. So is it a need or is it a want? Parents, my child may need a cell phone, correct, but does she have to have an iPhone 8? Does she have to have the new Samsung that's out? Because this want that my child has, and I want the best for my child, but this want is causing me to have more problems down the road financially. This want is causing my bills to not be paid. Me trying to buy the best shoes. Me making sure that my child is not bullied in school. All of these wants is what I want to have for my children, because I want my children to have better than what I had. But are these wants taken away from what it is that we really need? We have come in a society wherein we look more on the outward as opposed to the inward. And when we look at things more on the outward as opposed to the inward, it's hard to get to the core of what we really are. So then we start looking at, okay, well, I have on nice makeup and have all this, that, and the third, and we're looking to things to fulfill us and our ways to be fulfilled as opposed to us allowing to heal ourselves. For example, I used to be an emotional shopper. So when I used to, get upset, I would go and buy clothes and shoes. As opposed to dealing with and allowing myself to feel, I would go buy shoes. As opposed to really dealing with my issues. Some people have wants wherein they're sleeping with people just to have that feeling of love. Some people are drinking alcohol as a want because they need to fill that void. So when you start spring cleaning out your life, when you begin to release and let some of those things go, when you're confronting, when you're letting go, when you're embracing new possibilities and you're adjusting, start looking at your needs and your wants. I can go either go this way or I can go another way. What is it that I really need in my life versus what I want? Not saying I can't enjoy life, but what is it that I need? What is it that I want? And once I start doing all this spring cleaning, you're going to be a clean man and woman, mamma jamma. Work towards your goals. And if you say, Michelle, Dr. Harris, I need a little more help, feel free to look me up on www.anewhealthsolutions.com. I have programs. I have mind, body, and spirit detox programs that are online that's offered at your time convenience and comfort of your home. If you also like to receive coaching and need that extra push and somebody to help push you to get to that next level, you can schedule a consultation there with me as well. I truly enjoyed you all today. We're going to get spring cleaning and we're going to move on forward. You all have a great day, Anew Health Solutions family, and I will see you all soon. Have a great day.